but it's more importantly an honor for the neighborhood to remember pioneers that made this neighborhood great. So again, John Hill Commons is a friend, and I miss him, but he will live on the sign, also in the memory of all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ms. Holden. Next, we will hear from John's daughter, Lori.
New York City Councilman Rob Holden's office is honoring my father, John Hill Commons, and also to his very dear friends at the Juniper Park Civic Association, Tony Manziana and his team. My dad always appreciated all the really great work the Civic has done for Juniper Park and Middle Village. And thank you, Father Peter, for your blessings this morning. And thank you for this beautiful day. And I want to thank the fire department auxiliary. Oh my goodness, my dad loved the fire department, loved the department. So we're also your presence with us today. It's very meaningful. I also want to thank all the friends and family and neighbors who came out to celebrate and acknowledge my dad today. My family is very grateful to all the people in this community. And I thank my sister Kelly and her family, and Mike and his family for helping to plan and organize the event. And I also want to say happy birthday to my mom. Today is her actual birthday, 88 years old. She said it's okay if I tell you it's 88. My dad lived in this neighborhood for close to 90 years, and for over 60 years right here in this block on 60th Road. Dad loved his country, and he loved Middle Village, Juniper Park, and 60th Road. Looking back at his life, he was very involved and actively participated in the community over the years, as you heard. And I like to say in an official capacity and unofficial capacity. So officially, he served in the Navy, you heard, he was a civil service job employee at the fire department over 30 years, Long Island City, Queens, served on the Juniper Park Civic, loved that job. Coached Little League teams in the neighborhood, was involved in Our Lady of Hope's Holy Name Society way back in the day, and Mom was in the Rosary Society. But unofficial capacity, Dad, he talked to everyone, everywhere, all the time. He was very good at making connections, introducing people, always trying to be helpful if he could, help you find a job, help you find a used car for sale, cheap, help you find a referral for a good house painter, help you find a nice house in the neighborhood. And he was very well known for working at an usher at Shea Stadium for the Mets, U.S. Tennis Open in Flushing, Queens, and he would always do his best to give a young kid a good seat in the game. My dad, he was a happy person. He was happy just sitting on a park bench, chatting with friends. He was the spirit of the saying, happiness is not getting what you want, happiness is wanting what you've already got. And he was happy to live here in the neighborhood. He would always say it's the best neighborhood and the best blocks. He says, now named after him. Incredible. He would have absolutely loved this dedication today. And if he was looking down and watching it right now, he's smiling ear to ear and he's bragging to everybody around him right now. I also want to talk about, this is some personal experience here, about all the funny games we had over the years on this block now named John Hill Commons Corner. In our family, us kids were really lucky. We had a dad who would actually come out and play with us in the street and all through the years. We loved sports and competition, played tennis and softball, and back in the day, decades ago, I'm talking, we would all find ways to just be outside on the street for hours and hours and hours. Lots of kids were on the block. It was a baby boom generation, and all you had to do was walk outside and you could find a game. So growing up here on 60th Road, see some memories I have of funny games on the block where my dad was really pretty involved. And was out here playing with us kids, and all kids were welcome, all ages, all skill levels. Right on this block, my dad taught us how to ride a bike. We played stickball for hours, 4 players, sewer to sewer. That was home plate right behind. Stoop ball with just a ball, ball being picky, 5 points if you caught it on a bounce, 10 points on a fly. Wiffle ball, playing catch for baseball, football, My dad and Uncle Rick would often quarterback again, sewer to sewer, 4 downs, lots of trick plays, and if you were good, they'd throw you a nice touchdown pass. But if you were good, it was just okay. They'd do a handoff, and then they'd block the other kid by holding the back of their shirt. They were always fun to play with. Slap ball, curve to corner, box ball, running bases, tag, hide and seek, manhunt, basketball in the yard, a 7-foot rim so we could have easy dunks. And one time a boxing match, believe it or not, this was a boxing ring. I think you were in that fight, right?